Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Morfidis here with Many Cars Counseling, and in today's video we are going to talk about the concept of missing someone and why that is okay to do and how to have it be in your life in a way that is not destructive to your everyday living. Because as humans, we have responsibilities to the world, whether they come through work or parenthood or whatever else it might be. And sometimes when our thoughts are consumed by somebody else that has decided to walk away from our life, or we have decided to walk away from their life and we are missing their presence in our life, this is the way to cope with it and to make it okay. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to deny yourself of anything that you're experiencing. Missing is a completely natural feeling that we have as a human, especially when we have experienced a connection with someone that was super special. And in my understanding and my belief, and from the book that I read or reread lately by Dr. Weiss. He is the pioneer of regression therapy, and he wrote this beautiful book about soulmates, and it's called Only Love is Real. And soulmates come and go into our life. We don't necessarily know for how long they're going to be in our lives for, but what we do know is that a soulmate, if you understand what the word soul means and then mate. So the soul is the energetic part of us, and then a mate is someone that like matches that energetic part of us. So depending on where we are energetically and emotionally within ourselves, we're going to attract that particular soulmate at that particular point in our lifetime. Now, we don't know for how long that soul contract is going to be, and maybe that's the hardest part. And because we don't know, sometimes we get guarded and we might not want to open up our heart completely. But don't do this disservice to yourself. Like, open up your heart completely, because if you don't learn that lesson with this soulmate, it's just going to come back to you via another person. So you might as well just crack it open when it's presented to you the first time. So you have a certain vibration, you meet a certain person, you connect, you have a bond, and then as life has it, the triggers come in, right? Because that is how we become a better version of ourselves. And this is the point that all relationships have on to ourselves and to themselves as well. So whether it's a karmic connection, whether it's a soulmate connection, or the ultimate connection out of them all, the twin flame one, because that will bring up every single wound that you have ever experienced as a child. It's going to be right there for you to face. The point is that they're going to bring out the triggers and the wounds, and then you have a choice to look at them or not look at them. So when the person decides to walk away, or you walk away and then you miss them, the worst part about missing someone is staying in that spot of missing, meaning the thoughts that keep you consumed and stuck in that moment. It's okay to miss someone, but then you move on. You have to shift yourself from point A to point B. Actually, you don't have to. We don't have to do anything in this life. They taught us in school. It would be for your highest benefit to move from point A to point B. And now we know that the best way to change our energetic body, right, like your soul's energy, the best way to change that is through gratitude. Gratitude for yourself and for everything else that you have in your life will shift you from point A to point B, so you're not going to be stuck in that feeling of missing someone, because it's okay to miss someone. What is a disservice to you is when you stay in that energy of missing someone, and you don't allow yourself the opportunity to change your soul's energy to see what else can come in and match you. Because every time you shift your soul's energy, meaning every time you go from point A to point B and heal a wound and or a trauma from childhood, you attract something different into your life each and every time. So don't forget that. Don't get stuck that it's just going to be that person, because it won't. I promise you, the minute that you go from point A to point B, something else will come in. That's how it works. And it's how it works. It's true. It's been proven. I've experienced it. A lot of other people have experienced it. So just remember, it is no one's fault why a relationship doesn't work out. This is just how relationships are meant to unfold in our human experience. I wanted to actually talk about how important it is to use the lessons then that come from that disconnection to move you forward. So say that the person that you were with called you needy, right? Say you're with Jane Doe and Jane Doe calls you needy. Then your job is to look into what is it that you need in the first place? What are you attaching to? Are you needing safety? Are you needing security? Are you needing to be soothed? Are you needing to be seen? What have you not experienced as a child? Because to have a secure attachment as a child, the 4 key ingredients is to be seen, to feel safe, to feel soothed, and to be secure. If you haven't had those, like myself, then you are going to attach to people for the rest of your life, because it's almost like you're thirsty for water. You're thirsty for that need to feel that. So you're constantly looking for someone to give it to you. When we're a child, up until the age of like 11, we don't have the skills to do this for ourselves. We're literally dependent on other people. So when that is not given to us by that person, then we search for it for the rest of our lives. And that makes sense to me, right? And 3 of the attachment styles actually produce that type of personality. Like, that's a big chance that you might, feel needy or want to attach onto someone. So just simply by knowing that and understanding that this is your attachment style, then you can start to heal it. You can start to give yourself exactly what it is that you need. So therefore, you can beat attachment and you can securely attach to yourself, and therefore watch others securely attach right back to you. Now, another example. Say that Joe Doe said that you are too much. Say that this person is, yes, they're saying that you're too much, therefore they are not accepting you as you are in this moment. So then your job is to look into this and see why. Your job is so when someone is not accepting you, that means that somewhere deep inside yourself, you are not accepting yourself. So what part of yourself are you not accepting? I've come to find out recently that survivors of childhood sexual abuse are the ones that are in most denial. They live in denial about themselves and their experience. I would assume that maybe this is the same for survivors of physical abuse as well as children. So in order to cope with the shame of this having taken place to you, you deny and reject that part of yourself, because it's easier to reject and deny than it is to face the shame of that experience, right? So it makes sense to me why you deny parts of yourself. So if you deny yourself and don't fully accept your experience and who you are, it's impossible for somebody else to fully accept you as well. This is the biggest lesson ever. So you need to heal that. You need to forgive yourself. It was not your fault. This is not your fault. This is not anyone's fault. And I want to say I'm sorry that this was your trauma, but saying sorry would mean that you're victim, but you're not victim. Like, we chose this because it will propel us to become this great human being after. So this is how it becomes easier as well to go from point A to point B, because once you view that person that has chosen to walk away, that you are missing, as a messenger of what you needed to heal from within, and then you give them gratitude, right? It makes it easier to give them gratitude because now you're seeing the gift that they gave you with that choice to walk away. And then with that gift that they gave you, you shift your vibration, right? You give them gratitude. Every time you give gratitude to yourself for doing the work for this lesson, giving gratitude for that person for showing you what you needed to heal in the first place, you shift yourself from point A to point B. So naturally, you're just doing exactly what you're supposed to. And when you view that person as a gift, it's easier to give them gratitude. It's easier to go from point A to point B. And then it's easier to change your soul's energy. And then it's easier to attract something else. And that something else might be them, or it might be somebody else. But you don't want to... you just don't want to have an attachment to who it is. Just know that something will come in, I promise you. And then you're just going to be like, wow, I'm so grateful that I did this work, because if I didn't, then I wouldn't be able to experience this. Again, it's no one's fault. It's just the journey that we're on, and we don't know how long a soulmate is going to come in and stay in our lives for, or even a karmic relationship, or even a twin flame relationship. But every time they do come in, just give your love and gratitude for the gifts that they give you. Because if we treated every person as a messenger, then we would live so peacefully, right? So I hope that made sense, what I just said, and I explained it properly. I know that I have all this information in my mind, and I just produce it as it comes to me. And I did take a few notes today, so I want to make sure that I did not miss anything that's important when it comes to missing someone, because this is so relevant and prevalent. This is something that so many people I work with experience, and including myself. Like, I know what it feels like to miss someone, and how do we normalize that so we can, continue on with our daily tasks without feeling that burden. And how now I hope that I have given you an opportunity to turn that, what felt like a burden, into a beautiful memory, a gift. Have that memory, give the gratitude, shift your energy. It's okay to miss someone. It's just not okay to stay there in that space. Yeah, I think that I have covered it all. Yes. Remember, it's in your power to change your soul's energy. Therefore, you can attract the soulmate that you really want. But unless you are whole and complete within yourself, you're going to keep attracting someone who is reflecting back to you what you need to heal. And that is such a beautiful gift. So I'm so grateful and thankful to everyone that has helped me in my journey to get to where I am today. And sometimes I want to say sorry about being, I don't know, too much or too needy, but I also don't want to apologize for, who I was meant to be in this life, because if I do that, then I go back into victim role, and then I'm not accepting who I am. So I want to fully accept who I am. And I love all parts of myself. I love all my wounds. I am a survivor of so many things, and that is okay. I love and I accept all parts of me. And when I love and I accept all parts of me, then that is going to be reflected back to me by someone else. And with that, I'd like to stop my video right here. As always, remember that everything is happening for you. It's not happening to you. And this is like, this thought will make it easier to get through the challenges and the hardships of life. I wish you a blessed rest of your day. And if you like the video, please like. If you want to hear more, please do subscribe. Email me, DM me. I have all my information from my Facebook page and my Instagram page below. And I welcome any questions or even like any future topics that you might want me to discuss or dive deeper in with you, like energetically, and see how we can heal it together. I'm also gonna put the description of the book that I was talking about before by Weiss below, because that book is so amazing because it talks about soulmates, and it really like explains why sometimes it normalizes the fact that we might have 3-4 soulmates in our lifetime, and why sometimes a soulmate that chooses not to do their own lessons or work is detrimental to the one soul that is choosing to do the work, because they're not vibing, and it will cause grief for the soul that is, you know, awakening and choosing to do the work. And yeah, that, I don't know, that makes me super sad, but I also do understand it. And then it also talks about how soulmates sometimes are meant to come into your life just for a quick second, teach you a lesson, and then off they go. Whatever it is, we're supposed to love freely in this life. So we want that person to be happy, whether or not they're with us or without us. We forgive ourselves for whatever we did to contribute to the separation. We heal our wounds. We shift from point A to point B, and then we just, move forward to whatever mate our soul will bring forth to us. Okay, so until next time, have a good rest of your day and have a great weekend, because today's Friday. TGIF.